Thank you so much for joining. Rob, Anthony, CJ, we're excited to get this conversation going. The first question, which really is about what's the best way for sellers to start developing their own brands? How can a seller get the process started?
There's a lot of different answers to that question, but I think the most important, especially for private label Amazon sellers, is getting that trademark registered. So whether you use a law firm or you use Amazon's IP Accelerator program, which helps you get access to some Amazon brand registry features early, it's extremely, extremely important to make sure you have a trademark registration in place so that if problems arise with protecting your brands, you have those rights to enforce.
Fantastic. And CJ, what are the benefits to sellers to have trademarking and to have brand registry?
Okay, when it comes to trademarking, what you're doing is you're building value into your business. Old school, decades ago, the number one thing that you built up and that you sold in your business is the goodwill. That stuff is kind of gone. It's gone the way of the BlackBerry. The way you build value into your business now is by having intellectual property rights that Amazon doesn't own, that Amazon doesn't have an interest in, or any other platform. So you have to build IP rights, and that starts with getting a trademark. And I can't agree with Rob more. Amazon's IP Accelerator program is absolutely great in terms of getting brand registry and getting the mark.
Anthony, does Amazon treat sellers who have brand registry differently?
Completely, yes. If you don't have brand registry, you can still report infringement. You can still take steps to protect your brand. But you're limited to the public forum and you don't get any of the other benefits from brand registry.
That's great. That's great. Just to sum everything up, for sellers who are interested in developing a brand, or for those who have a brand that they need to protect, it is absolutely essential that they look into brand protection and IP protection, and looking for services like the ones that you have are essential to get that process started.
Yes, and especially once we have access set up, as CJ referenced, it gives us the best platform, the best tools to use to protect your brand. And on a daily basis, that's what Rob uses. Like I said, it's possible to protect a brand without it. It's just much more efficient when you use all the resources Amazon gives you.
What are just some of the highlights you get with brand registry?
You get a little bit more control of your listings when you have access to brand registry. Almost always the brand registry holder has control over the listing product titles and detail page description, and that can't be edited by any other seller. But at the same time, in terms of enforcing your IP rights, brand registry gives you tools to keep track of your reports, see what brands you reported against and when, whether those reports were accepted. Once the reports are accepted, Amazon provides information for the sellers. Brand registry also provides an escalation tool very similar to the Jeff Bezos escalation tool that sellers have for appealing issues that can only be accessed through the brand registry portal.
Thank you so much, Rob. And CJ, to wrap everything up, can you just say what is the first step that a seller who's interested in finding out more needs to do?
Well, it's a little self-serving. The first thing you need to do is to check out brandprotectionamazon.com. We give away tons and tons of content on how to not only develop, but also once you have your brand developed, how to protect your interest. You can also download our book, How to Protect Your Interest on Amazon. So check out our website and subscribe and like to these videos where we're going to take it step by step by step, private label through brands large and small, how to protect your sales on Amazon.